I heard it.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, God. All right, let's do this. So this is Bloor Street. It's an east-west road in Toronto, and they have a great bike path on here. So I thought I'd show you this to start with. I have it on 4. I always leave it on pedal assist 4 because I find that I have just about the same amount of battery as he does in front of me when we get home. Sheesh, I feel so stupid with this thing on my head. Oh, he always goes through lights before me, and I get stuck at the light because he goes through them like a bat out of hell. Right now, he probably doesn't have pedal assist on at all. I can see him struggling. Here you go. Welcome to Toronto. Anyway, I like this. If the restaurants were open, it'd be such a good ride. There's Lime McQuaid. That's a music store. Smells really good too. Most of the restaurants still have takeout. And I remember as a driver when they put this bike path in, I was really pissed. Oh, here we go again. I gotta step on it. What I find really cute along here is those little fruit market stands everywhere. Whoops. Woo! This is still an area that's gentrifying. This is our old area actually where we used to live for 20 years. So when we first moved here, it was mostly Italian and Portuguese. But now they're renovating like mad, and you can get a junky little 3-bedroom semi for $1 million. But generally in here, they're anywhere from $1 million to, I'd say, 1.6. So I know because I've been looking. So if we sell a Laura, we're gonna have to make decisions as to what to do. Leave the city or not leave the city, or sheesh. Oh, here he goes. There's no way he likes getting stuck behind anybody. I lose him every once in a while. Oh, I don't know if I can pass her. So right over here is the old high school that I used to teach at. Alright, well, I'll wait. I'm gonna pass you on the left, okay? Ah! Okay, thank you. Whoa. More like defensive riding here. So this area was my old high school that I used to teach at for 8 years. I liked it. It was intense. He's already looking to see if he could pass. It's so nice to get out. We were cooped up for a while because it snowed, and so it's harder to ride when it's I don't have snow tires on my bike. So when we moved down here, this area was really scuzzy. There was hookers working the corner still, but it's all gentrifying, so that would have been like 25 years ago. Lansdowne and Bloor. -2 today, never mind the wind chill. Ooh, ice. Always makes me nervous. Alright, let her roll. The more I let it roll, the better it saves the battery. Oh, these friggin' potholes. And on a hill, an e-bike is okay. It definitely helps. And I'm not really pedaling like crazy, unlike Rene up there. He must be on a low gear. I'm just easily pedaling slowly, because it slows right down the bike. But it's still better than a regular bike. Nobody around here makes coffee anymore. Torontonians are always out for coffee. Oh, see? He made the light. I didn't. This is normal. Oh. So, when we first moved down here, there was this Portuguese chicken place over there where that hole is. And that was the first time I had Portuguese chicken. And they put this like sauce on it with a paintbrush that you paint your house with. And it's a hot sauce. And they have them all over the city. Anyway, you can still get a decent sort of semi in here for 900,000. Toronto is very expensive. Wait till I take you through some of the other fufu shishi places. Great food. Every corner has, you know, some great little restaurants on it. Alright then. I'm going to try and hop up on the curb because I think this bike path stops when it goes under that bridge. Yep, no bike path. I just go really far into the road so that they see me. Oh my god. I don't have it on bike setting, so I'm not sure. Oh, thank you. Sorry, there's no bike path down there. I'm not going down there. I see some crazy people down there. Thank you. I am at Dundas and Bloor. So see, Toronto has these bikes that you can rent all along here. Kind of nice. Oh, there's Renato. Good, he got a red light. For a change. Hey, buddy.
Hey, you're cutting me off.
Oh, yeah, whatever. What day is it today? Oh, so it's Tuesday, so a lot of people are working. On the weekend, it's pretty busy. People, it doesn't matter what the weather, they're still going out. Oh, and thank you. So we're gonna go through High Park and we're going down to the lake. And you'll see Lake Ontario. You've seen it in my photos a lot already. Considering how, whoa, what was that? Considering how cold, oh god, another light. Considering how cold it is, I'm surprised my fingers aren't like frozen yet. So now this area It's a little more foo-foo shishi, but not like completely. So I was looking in this area, and you can get stuff in here for 1.7 to 2.5. It's kind of the average, maybe even some more, depending on how big the house is. Not sure this is my favorite area. It's a little bit outside the city, but time will tell, won't it? Oh, come on, buddy, move. You know, when you get like some momentum to go up a hill and then people cut you off, it's super annoying. Usually I like let them know that they're idiots. Okay, so see how the bike slowed down? But it's super easy. Like, it's easy to pedal right now. I don't have to put like a lot of pressure on. So after my high school from down there, we moved up here into a school because we only had 500 high school students in that school. And so they moved us up here into this area, which changed the whole student population type of kids. Kind of a bummer. The old school had some very political activist type of kids in there. This is called High Park. And down there on the other side of the hill where Rene is, there's all these really cute stores and a lot of Russian and Polish cold cut stores. And you'll see there's a lot more people here because there's skating rinks in High Park, and it's a little bit like Central Park in New York. I don't know, is he honking at me? Oh, lost Rene again. I like going through here. It's like being on a roller coaster. I got my hot dog in here last week. I wonder how jerky this is going to be. Oh, there you go. Huh. So I used to walk with the running room, and we walked in here a lot because there's nice hills. Like, we had the two like rubber sticks, and we would like come through here. Felt a bit old because the runners were the cool cats and we were just the old farts. Anyways, it was then that I decided it just wasn't. It was so boring. It took forever. I don't know if they're skating on the pond down here yet. Sheesh, why's my thing so loud? Everybody under the sun is off work. Whoa, buddy. You know, honestly, I'd rather be doing this than like walking on ice. Looks like I'm not the only one. Actually going slow right now. I don't know why. I am doing 27 kilometers an hour. Woo. runner, you have to wear shorts, right? Yikes. Take up the bike pathway, don't you? Oh. Ooh. So this is a little restaurant that I kind of like it here. When we used to be at the running room, we used to sit outside. And they also have a little zoo in here, which we actually took some pictures of the other day, but we couldn't get into the zoo part. Ooh, stay up there. Get me out of here. So many people. And the one thing about down up by the lake is it's freezing. There's a way more wind chill. The sun's a nice touch, but it's not warm, trust me. Whee! On the weekends, they don't let cars in here. There, that's the zoo down there. And over there, they have a pond, and I think they're gonna allow skating on there this winter, which they haven't in the past. They did when our kids were little, but then they stopped it, and they usually make like fires down there. I don't know, he's really not wearing much. I don't know how he does it. I think we've got everything under the sun on. I got windproof pants on. I've got -30 boots on. I've got 3 jackets on. When my outer shell is windproof, got a little down in it. Super cool. I had to wait forever for it. I feel a bit stupid with this GoPro on. Should a grandma really be riding around with a GoPro? What are these guys doing? Okay, thanks for waiting. Yahoo! I love this road. That's like one of my favorite roads to take. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Arrgh. Shoot. This is the Queensway. In Toronto, everything goes east-west, north-south. Kind of easy. When there's a couple of roads that go a little bit crooked, we all get lost. So this is east-west, and yeah. And if you're going west on this, there's a cool area in there too, which is right on the lake, which I've been looking there too. It's gonna be heavy decisions coming up one of these days. I don't know if I want to move down here because of the kids. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm blabbing on anyway. This is our first test video. Come on, change. It's kind of nice that I have a mask over my face so people can't really see me talking to myself. Doop doop de doo. Oh, action, go. And we're at the lake. Rene's long gone. He's probably riding with no pedal assist. So he goes slow so that I can catch up to him. Voila. There's the CN Tower, so you know where we are in Toronto. Looks like somebody died there, which is really disheartening. Oh, there he is. Oh. So busy looking around. Oh, that's disheartening. Hello, you waited?
Want to go down there?
Not right now. Why don't we do that up there? It's a boardwalk. I don't think we're allowed on there.
Oh, it's a boardwalk?
Yeah. Here we go. We're going down to this place called the CNE, for those of you who are not from Toronto. It is, they have a big fair there in August, September, just before school starts. Mostly August, actually. And they didn't have it this year, which is kind of a bummer. Glad I'm not walking. It's just, walking for me is just boring. This gets your adrenaline pumping. So this is Sunnyside Pool. We were here with the kids last summer. They rode down here on their bikes too. And it's one of the oldest pools in Toronto. It's kind of cool in the summer. I think it's free if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Most of the pools in Toronto are free. Or at least they were when my kids, I haven't gone in a long time. When my kids were young, they were free. Yikes. I never trust Rene behind me. Because he always comes up and he doesn't tell me he's there. And then I go all over the road and then he freaks me out. And I don't know where he is right now. Let's see if I can get some speed going. So the one thing about an e-bike, it only goes as fast as it can go. It doesn't really matter if you pedal. So like I'm pedaling pretty slow. And I'm going almost 30 kilometers an hour. Oh, I'm at 30.5. I'm sure the video will be better once we get it on bike. We couldn't find the bike mode, so we just have it on normal. We're heading towards Ontario Place. That I took some pictures down there the other day. Oh, where did this guy come from? Coming in on my daughter's canoe and sailing club. It's right at the top of this hill coming up. It's definitely a really reasonable little canoe club. Oop, these guys go way faster than me. Holy. Okay, so over there, through the bushes, you can see their canoe club. Oh. Snow. There, that's their canoe club right there. I have no idea if the battery is still working. The battery on this GoPro is actually not that hot. You run out pretty quickly. See, that was a hill. I felt no pain. So this is the entrance to the canoe club. We often park our bikes here when we have the kids. Not often, but we've done it a few times. We park our bikes here, our cars here, and we take the bikes from here. But there's parking down there. Wonder where Rene is. You know, they have helmets that you can talk to each other, and Rene just thinks I'm crazy that I want that. What is our, you know, after all, what are our phones for? Alright, I'm gonna go down to the lake now. You can tell we've done this before a few times. Isn't it gorgeous? Okay. You know, the roots of these trees often make these bumpy things on the pavement. It drives me crazy. All right, there you go. Wonder where Renato is. Lake Ontario.
Do a slow pan.
A slow pan. I'll let him do that. People are so tired of being cooped up inside. Oh, I love cold weather. My legs aren't too bad considering I'm not wearing my snow pants. I'm just wearing my lined windproof pants and some fleece, thick ski fleece underneath. There's the CNE. I can see it from here. They're really old buildings. CNE stands for Canadian National Exhibition. God, my thing is so loud today. Maybe it's because it's cold. Ooh, duckies. What is wrong with it? There's I used to hang out there so much. Ontario Place. Do they still call it Ontario Place? I will forever call it Ontario Place. We went through Ontario Place. There's great places to take pictures from there. We were there last week. The one thing I like about this path is it's not muddy. You go on the belt line right now, if it's not frozen, it's all mud. My bike is like got caked on mud on it right now. Ontario Place. Woohoo! Don't know why it's whistling so much. But when my brakes get wet, they sound like a truck braking. See? Ontario Place. It was cool to be over there last week. It was cold and it was nice because nobody was there for a change. They usually have concerts there. Over there. We had Audrey's birthday party there maybe 2 summers ago. And they had a whole bunch of really cool bands, a little bit like Riverfest. But I hate to say it, I think Riverfest is better. There, the Budweiser stage. We had Audrey's birthday party over there. I think her 5th birthday party. It was hard to contain all the kids in one spot. There were so many people. And then Carmen would take off in the middle of a crowd in the middle of the night and go to the front of the stage through all the people. Because she's little, she could go through everybody. And we had no idea. Every once in a while she would reappear. Ice! Makes me nervous. I don't have that much experience with ice. Okay, so my fingertips are a little cold right now. Ow. Oh, ducky. They went to the duck. Sometimes they put poop all over the path and I have to like dodge it a bit because I keep the bike in our condo. She looked like she was struggling. There's a lot of headwind here today. So when there's headwind, watch out. Coming through.
Might get her second.
So there's downtown Toronto. We're on the west side by the lake. So this bike path goes all the way from Niagara Falls to Montreal. It's called the waterfront path. And you can pick it up anywhere. We picked it up all over the place because you've seen my picture. So sometimes we go east and sometimes we go west. And the furthest down towards Niagara we went was when we went on that wine tour with our bikes. Okay, so those are the C&E gates right there. They're old gates. They have quite the history, which off the top of my head I don't really know right now. And we used to live down here. After we sold our house on Shaw Street, we moved down here into the subdivision over there. My favorite house ever. Very cool neighborhood. Full of galleries and things. Hello, buddy. Say hi. Say hi.
Hey everybody! Are you enjoying the GoPro?
My commentary. Let's see, it's really cool. I get to start with my throttle. My throttle's right here. Those are the Princess Gates. And that's the C&E. It's pretty cool.
Yikes.
Sorry, that must have been jitterish. Why are you going so slow? Is my GoPro still on? Did you see? Oh, okay, because you said it's an hour and a half, right? Well, when it turns off, it turns off. What can I say?
The light's still on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because it said an hour and a half, right?
Is it still clicking? Yeah, it's been 33 minutes.
So that over there is for the army. It's an army thing, and I had co-op students in there, and they have to run all across that whole building with food and stuff. They make them run everywhere. I was laughing my head off because our kids really do not run much these days. Anyway, they have the Canadian Armed Forces in their little thing there. I think it's called Fort York. But they have them all over Ontario. Not quite like the States, but still. Woo! There's our streetcar. This is Strawn and Fleet. We're going up to Queen Street now. So Queen Street is where we used to live before we moved to Elora. And I seriously miss it. It's my favorite house. It was a tiny little Victorian. And we made the whole backyard into a deck. And I would sit out there at night. And I did hear gunshots at one point, but next day I go out to get something at the store. And sure enough, there was guns. Somebody got killed in their car, some drug dealer. Oh, shit. when I look up. I hit a pothole. Oops, did I just swear? I don't swear. Just on my bike. Horse poo-poo. Like we have so many horses here. Actually, they're fully sorted. Whew, must be windy. You should hear my commentary. I didn't really, I really know the city well, right? So it's crazy. Oh, is that a rad? Nope, not a rad. So it gets a little dicey up here. It's like the bike path ends before we have to go through a park. There's a lot of homeless kids in there, like younger people. There's Toronto down there. Can you see it? There. And there's some streets here that go, they're one ways, and we like taking them. They have bike paths on them, and they go east-west. Right now I'm going north-south, and this is one of them. They don't all have them, but if you can pick your street, you get all around the city this way. Sometimes the bike path just stops. Well, that's really annoying. And like it does up here, it's just gonna stop. This is King Street. It goes east-west. Pretty famous street in Toronto, and now the bike path stops. Oh, it's so much fun. And I gotta share it with the cars, and they don't really like me. Oh. And then coming up is Queen Street. So our old house was about 2 blocks south of Queen, about 3 blocks east of here. I miss it. It's my favorite house ever. Even though it was so small, it was a 3-bedroom, tiny little thing. And we thought we would keep it and keep Alora, but then we got ripped off by that financial advisor, so we lost that house. I don't know why he's going so slow. Does this all the time. Come on, move it a bit, boo-boo. He thinks I get antsy. This is Queen Street.
It's a red light. You stop at red light.
I like going up to the red light, and I like getting off my bike a bit.
Well, go for it. Pass. See that.
I also like seeing where you are. Woo! I like going up little hills with my... Whoa, what's that dog? So they've got some tents up here. There's a lot of young people who live down here, and it looks like they're freezing their tukas off. So they got in trouble here. Oh God. Thank you. I love the surprised look on people's faces when I come towards them. They usually go the opposite direction I think they're gonna go. We're going back to Shaw Street now. Sheesh. I don't like that. I don't have experience on ice. So these are the little Victorians I told you about in this area. That we had one of these, and I loved it. We renovated it from top to bottom. We put about 200,000 into it, and then we promptly lost it because of a bad financial advisor. Oh well, c'est la vie. People get divorces and lose all kinds of things all the time. I can't just cry over that all the time. Artscape, check it out. Uh-oh, what's that, buddy?
Shaw Street's gonna be boring.
No, I'm gonna do it because I do a commentary.
Shaw Street?
Yeah. I gotta Google Artscape when I get home. So this is our old street, except for we live like really far north of here. And it's a great bike path to get north and south. And we know it well, so. See the Victorians? Yeah, see, that's a choice. I don't know if I want one again, because they're like so old. Well, what I liked about it is there was no cars in the back. They didn't have any garages. So it was just backyard. It's not like living in the city at all. I know, well, sort of. Oh, here we go again. So, Shaw and Dundas. Great. Kind of cool.
You're in the way of the car.
No, I'm on the bike path. By the way, we always argue on our bikes. He wants to go one way, I want to go another way. You know, like opposites attract. We're the extreme. Do this, do that. Holy. So, down here the houses are still relatively Victorian. But when you get up to where we used to live, it is more working class. So there's like little semis up there and bungalows. And these are the cute little Victorians that they have here. Some of these, if I was to put a value on them, and I'm actually pretty up on that stuff because I've been looking. So down here, I'd say they're about 1.8 to 2.4, 2.5 average, some more. These little semis are probably closer to 2, 1.6, I don't know, something in there. I saw some a little bit north of here for 1.3, somewhat renovated, depends on how much work has been done to the place. Toronto, it's got lots of parks. It's kind of cool. Woo! I should maybe look straight ahead. Of course he's gonna cut me off. Go for it, buddy. So this is College Street, which, oh God, I'm not gonna make my light again. It was an Italian neighborhood for the longest time. Some really great restaurants along here. I don't want to look too stupid talking, so I don't know if you can hear me. I have my neck warmer up. Come on. Oh. I have no idea where Renato is, but he usually is long gone by the time I get my light. I always like to go around these like illegally parked things because you never know if somebody's going to come out the door. Right. They're selling. Let's go nice and slow. So this is one of our high schools, Central Commerce. And Alex actually went there for a while. Central Toronto Academy, but it used to be called Central Commerce. That's one of our schools. See, he's not even at that light, so he's long gone. God, now I get looks with my bike, I get looks with my damn GoPro. Huh. This is Harvard. So University of Toronto is down there, down the street that way. Down there. A little ways. Another east-west bike lane. A lot of students ride their bikes around here. I should take you a tour of U of T sometime. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. It's like my favorite university, next to McGill, I guess, in Montreal. So it wasn't as cold as I thought it would be today. I thought it was going to be much colder. Maybe I don't feel it because I'm yapping. So now we're coming back up to Bloor. Remember we went along Bloor? I like to stay away from these cars because doors open so quickly around here. I've done it to a few cyclists before. Woo. I know these little houses don't look like much, but they're actually quite cool inside. You'd be surprised. We used to hang out here with Jamie when she had her studio here before she moved to Texas. Crap. And over there is my favorite, Banjara, my favorite Indian place. They used to be, nobody used to know about them, and we used to go there, it was empty. And then they had a review in the Globe and Mail, and then there was a line up out the door, and everybody found out about them. But when we order Indian, we usually order from them. It's really cute. Smells good here too. I can smell food. I'm gonna go right by our old house, actually. You'll see it from the street. I don't want to go in there. Our house is nothing like any of these. It was a 100-year-old farmhouse, and they built the neighborhood around it. So we were way back from the street. And when we bought it, this inventor guy had it, and he had all this junk everywhere. I made him move it all before we took it over, and then we took mostly all the attachments down, except for the farmhouse, and that we took down to the beam, and then we built it back up again, made it into almost 5,000 square foot house. And Rene had a studio there. Ooh, I'll pass this guy. Thanks. So we had 2 apartments in it that we rented out, and Rene's studio, and we had a 3-bedroom house where with really high ceilings, like 14 feet, and that's the part we lived in with the girls for 18 years. The one thing that's really cool, see, it's slightly uphill, right? So at one point I had a tricycle, and I could easily go, look at this place. Woo, it's been there for years. So the one thing, I could easily go down, and it took me maybe, half an hour to go down to where I was going, if I was going down to University of Toronto. And then coming back took me forever. Like, the tricycle is really heavy, And I think I might have done it maybe 8 times and then I didn't ride it anymore. I hated it. It was such a nice bike too. Oh, we're coming up to our old house that we built when we were, let's see, 31. Way too young to do a project like that. So this home hardware or whatever, it used to be owned by Portuguese guys, and all the things that we used for our house, the builder used, he got it here. It's actually quite big. It goes quite far back, actually. See? And so anything that we needed for building or renovating or anything, we just came here. Sometimes they would give me, when I first started doing some art, they would give me stuff for sculptures and stuff like that. So this is definitely a working class neighborhood. And when we first moved in, there was Italians mostly, some Portuguese. Really lovely. I loved it here. And they built these. This used to be Canada Bell Telephone or something, and then they built all of these ugly things here. But here we go. So I know the first two houses are Portuguese neighbors that we used to have. I'll slow down a bit. You can't even see my house from here. So there's the gate that Rene built. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my GoPro. There's the gate Rene built. And then over here you can see the house a little bit. Can you see it? You can see the farmhouse. And the people that bought it are both lawyers, but they liked the art in the backyard and stuff. And so anything that's not the farmhouse that we built it on, it's getting old now. It's like 25 years old or something. Oh, Rene's waiting for me. And the kids love this corner store. And then just when we moved in, they decided to renovate this little library here. And they had like cute little programs for the kids here. So I used to send them up here to go to the library. Ooh, do you think I can cross? Thank you. All right, so this isn't my favorite hill coming up here. I got in trouble the other day because this lady was behind me, and I don't know, she wouldn't pass. But I need to cross the street. I might have to get a mirror because I really can't see behind me very well. So now, anything above that road is now Fufushishi. It kind of starts here. And the value of these properties in here most likely start at 2 million to 3 million, I'd say. They're interesting. They're not the most expensive places around here, but they're nice. Nothing like a real estate tour on my bike. That hill. A lot of people are doing some really cool stuff to them. Okay, no one there. I'm heading over to Winona. This is our north-south straight. It's really bumpy. Anyway, we're gonna head up to St. Clair, which is an old Italian neighborhood. And when there's World Cup, oh my God, when there's World Cup, that everybody used to party on that street. It was so much fun. You know, they still do, but not as much, I don't think, as they used to, because there's also Portuguese neighborhoods, and the Portuguese and the Brazilians and the Italians all party down there. On College Street, we just passed it. And St. Clair too.
Nice day for driving slow, lady.
Oh, shut up. I think he's got his, oh, I got 3 bars left on my battery. I have 4 bars, so I've used 1 bar. It's sort of between 3 and 4, which is not too bad because I have it on the most powerful power assist. And this road has so many like major potholes. I have to be careful. And this is why I want the new bike, because I need the front suspension a little bit more. And this isn't even like a path, like a woodsy path. Definitely have headwind. Do we have headwind, like Rene? This is a very Fufushishi street, actually, going that way towards the city. And it's no, you can't even get any parking around here. And over that way was all Italian. Our friend Vince, his mom used to own one of these stores. She's now a multi-millionaire. And she had a little Italian store in the bottom. All right, here we go. I gotta get some momentum going and cut off a bunch of cars. Nobody's coming, so phew. So this is a completely different neighborhood. In Toronto, it's all about neighborhoods. It's like these are nice sort of brick, no Victorians here that I know of anyway. There could be some. See the road? It's terrible. And they're all sort of little red, like biggish red, not little. Hi. Oh, get out this way. I don't like this corner either because I have to cross over and there's always cars that I can't see. Okay, so that wasn't too bad today. So some of these are really nicely renovated. We're getting into an area that where I could afford one of these renovated ones. It's a real mixture. Being working class, I've always felt more comfortable in this kind of neighborhood. Not so competitive. So anyway, these are cute little houses. I would get, I don't know what I would get. Neither Rene nor I know what we're gonna get. Stay tuned. And then again, we could leave the city, so I don't know. Hard to figure out. Ugh. Wow, you're standing? Quicksilver. See, you know, it makes me laugh when people say that we're cheating on our bikes. That's a thing. The spandex guys don't even talk to us. They think we're like cheating. I think I've seen one nice one. I was joking about his diaper and his pants and he didn't actually think it wasn't funny. And anyway, it's just, we just ride longer and faster. I like the faster part. I'm sure if Rene does a video, it's going to be a little bit more crazy than my video. Oh, we're coming up to this stupid light, and sometimes I've waited there 10 minutes. It just drives me crazy. Oh, and we're coming up to one of our schools, actually. Vaughan Road. It used to be Vaughan Road Academy, but they shut it down. But my boss is in there. Our program is run out of this building. Oh, this is what Rene does. He goes down the street, and when nobody's looking, instead of just crossing at the light like me, there he goes. See? I just crossed. Now he's going to tell me the cops are after me. Otherwise, I'd be there for 15 minutes.
Rene, you just went through a red light.
Oh, shut up. That light never changes. Oh, so this is one of our schools that they've closed down recently. They tried to make it into an academy, but it didn't work. And so my boss is in here. He runs his program out of here. You have to realize, though, that we don't have any kids here. I don't think so, anyway. Well, we have like 34 sites. And when I come for meetings, I come here. The neighborhood, because there isn't that many kids, right? I don't know what happened to the kids. They all moved to the suburbs. We're almost home. You can see our building from here. Wait till I take you through Forest Hill. Those are like $8 to $10 million houses. Oh my gosh. And this is how you get oxygen in the winter. Uh-oh. I hate that. We came down this street before, but I hate it because it's like the worst street ever. And this is why I want suspension forks. Rene has suspension forks. I didn't even know I wanted suspension forks. I just wanted to keep up with the kids, and now look at me. I want suspension forks. Which means I have to buy a whole new, well, I can have suspension forks put on this bike, but by the time we do that, I might as well sell this bike and get another bike with suspension forks. Same bike I'm getting. It just has gears and suspension forks. I don't really need gears. I'm not getting it for the gears. See, we could buy something like that. I was looking at those. But then I don't know, because I really don't know. Don't know. Yeah, so this is, see the little working class houses in here? As soon as we cross that street up there, which is Eglinton, we are going to get into a much different neighborhood where one side, on the west side, is all working class like this, but then on the other side, it's Upper Forest Hill, which is pretty poshy. We're kind of on the dividing line. Oh, that guy's in our way. I think I could see through this building, because then I can see if somebody's coming. Of course he has a light. Oh, I got 14 seconds to try to maneuver this thing. Did it. Alright, let me move over there. Not the best move ever. And we're almost home. So that side is working class, and this side is past these houses is going to be a little bit more fushishy. This area is really hard to buy in. Those little bungalows are just too small. The ceiling heights are like squishy. It's a mixed neighborhood because we have like some ghetto buildings around here, like these. But our building has been around like a long time before they built those other ones. And we're home. See their backyard? Woo! Hey, do you want to turn off my machine?
Alright, I don't know. Nope, it's still going.